Hi everyone, so I'm back to do another craft with me. This was inspired by Crafty by Tony, and she was making specimen cards and she was doing it with punches. I've got a die, but you can make them without a punch and without a die. I'll show you that at the end. So the die I have is like this, so it's got like a double. I've got loads of them. These are ones that I've been playing around with some paints with. So it comes out like this. I die cut it with just some white cardstock, and then I coffee dyed it, and as you can see here I've went in with some gesso. I need to zoom out a little bit, I think. Some white gesso. I used some of this, and I used that one as well. So I'm just going to set them out of the way just now, and we will make one together. Okay, so these are just so cute. And I've got a little freebie butterfly page for you, so I will link that down below. And I have got loads of acetate, but some of it's really thick and some of it's all boxed up and I can't be bothered finding it, but I did find this. This was what went round a birthday cake years ago, and I've kept lots of it. Some of it obviously I've got to chop off and throw away because it's got sticky bits on it, like from the tape. So I just washed it and I kept it. You can see watermarks on there, but I kind of buffed that up. So I'm using that. You can use acetate, anything clear, some clear film of some sort. You'll need some stamps. Obviously everybody's got different stamps, so I will link Tony's video below as well. It's not the first time anybody's done this. I've made these before, but it's just inspired me to make them again. ARTYmaze actually sent me die cuts of specimen cards years and years ago, and I played around with them then. And I think I've got a cricket, and I've got one of the things that cut out these on there as well. So let's crack on with one of these. Right, so you can see I've done all that with these ones, right? So I'll show you how I've done that. I'm just going to set some things out the way. So like I said, I've got some stamps, bits and bobs, but you just use what you have. So I've got some sponges, cheap sponges from wherever. Let's just, there we go. That's better. I've got a new phone and the camera's excellent. Okay, right, so let's do a little blob of this on the side. I only need a tiny bit like that because I'm only doing the one. Before when I'd done some, I completely done too much and it was all over the globe. I'm just splattering it down on here. These sponges are quite good because you get a nice little kind of stippled effect. Then obviously you can dry these with a heat towel, or you can just let them dry, and actually they will dry very, very quickly. Gesso tends to dry quickly. Right, so that's that. Like I said, they're the butterflies. I've done a page of butterflies, 2 colours, this colour and that colour, in several different sizes, in case you want to make smaller ones or big ones or whatever. So I'm just going to give that a little wipe. Oops. I'll wave that about for a second. Okay, it's still a bit damp. It's a bit damp. I've got this stamp. I might use that, I don't know. I got this stamp here, I've used that loads. I don't think it's ever been off its like thingy. Probably because I haven't got a block big enough, but just like squishing that down. I'm not doing that yet, still waiting for this to dry. So Tony is doing the what do you call it, Mass Make March, alongside Margaret, who is 7 Plaza, and there's probably other people. I did hear that Margaret saying that obviously it wasn't her idea. I think that's what she said. Right, now I don't know whether to, but she's done it every year for a good couple of years. So what did I do? I think I've done one with this, that's that one, kind of like that too. I've done one with the blue. I'm going to do the blue. I'll do the blue. I'm knocking everything over. Got a big cup of water there. I nearly spilled it. Disaster. Right, again, teensy bit of that because I'm only doing the one. Try and keep them in frame so you can look at them as well. Right, so just that, and then just, and if you find that you do too much, you just let it dry and go over it again with a bit of gesso. Okay, I've probably done too much there for my liking, but there you go, it is what it is now. Keep my little sponges. Let's just wipe up some of my mess. Right, and because that's lightened that up completely, I need to go in with some of this. I really need to buy a new one of this. I do. We're blowing on it now. Right, just going in, just inking up them edges. But do please let it dry. I'm just kind of rushing in here. Right. That kind of tones it down as well when you put that on. It doesn't make it so bright. You know, you can just keep them. You could die cut these or make them from scrapbooking paper and just keep them as they are, and you don't have to do all this. That's entirely up to you. So I'm going to use some of this. I actually quite like that. Oh, and if anybody is in the UK, that is, if you go to the range, they're doing the black stays on for £2 something or other. I just not long bought one, not from there, but, and I was going to buy a couple, and I thought I don't actually use it that much, so it was just be greedy to do that. Right, I'm just putting that down. Just a little bit of stamping in the background. I don't have alcohol inks or anything. Something. Oh, I just done that on the wrong one. Right, let's give that a little wipe there. Silly Billy me. Right. Can't believe I just done that. Well, I do stupid stuff like that all the time. Right, let's see what that's like. I can't remember what I was saying there. What was I talking about? Right, it's a bit dark, but you're not really going to see much of it anyway. You're only going to see little bits of the edge. What was I talking about? Oh, I can't remember. Couldn't have been important. Was it about the ink? It probably was about the ink. Right, I'm going to come in with some little ink, like little inks. I'm going to come in with some little, I'm trying to reach them now. Oh, let's see. See, I've got some of these with like numbers and stuff on them. Yeah, I think I was talking about this, the stays on. I don't use it that often, like I said, so shouldn't really buy loads of it up when I'm not going to use it. And other people will be like, I really want that, and I can't have it because people have bulk buyed it and don't use it. Right, so I'm just going to go there, so we'll have some of that in the back as well, which is absolutely fine. Going round, and just maybe a little bit there. Perfecto. And we'll pick another one. I got these from Temu, I think, because I bought a load of stamps. Like, I did buy some from Temu, but then I bought some from a charity shop. It's a great big, like, Ziploc bag full of them. And I was like, I'm having them. There we go, just a little bit of numbers there, because why not? But you, like I said, you don't have to do all the stamping if you don't want to, but I was going to. Right. I also, where is it? So some of my little stamps, I've been stamping them onto some white card, and obviously I'll change the colours of them to whatever I want them to be. Right, so we do that because I don't want the circle on there. Just a bit down there. Oh, there's a little bit there that actually looks quite cute. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I'll just put that to one side just now. Right, onto the... Don't look nothing yet, does it really? So, onto this. So this might be hard for you to see. So I'm just going to make sure... Oh, I need to poke some holes. Oh, I can't get to nothing because I've got so much stuff in the way. Oh, hang on. That will do. There we go. Just poke these little holes out. So I think this... I don't know where I got this dye from. That could have been Temu. Could have been in that big bag of stuff that I bought. I can't remember. There was dyes in that as well. I think it was the Willow charity shop. Oh, tearing a bit of paper. Look, it's staying on my fingers. Right. Only me would be using like Prosecco corks for my needles. If you know me, you know me. Right, okay. So I'm going to cover both them little holes. I'm just going to use a pencil there to go on there. That stays on there well, just so I can cut that off. It's really hard to see, obviously. There's probably a much better way of doing it than this, but there you go. Right, so that is there. And this would be the time where I really could be doing with some 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac, but don't have any, so I've been using the glossy accents. Right, I'm just going to give this a little wipe just on my t-shirt. Get any grubbiness off there. Right. Oh, what I did do with that as well, I've just sat that and stuff, was just on these corners, I just took the little corner pieces off because of those little circles. But if you don't have them little circles on yours, you don't have to. Right, so this will be... No, it's not blocked up. There we go. Put that back in. I need to order some more of that. There it is. That's the thing about acetate. You can't see it. Right, so... And that will just take a few seconds to take. But if you've got Fabri-Tac or some other glue that's good for doing that, then use that. Oh, state of this. Just wiping that around there. Like so. Now I do have a load of Tracie Fox's, some labels, botanical labels I think they are, and I might actually get some of them out because, as you can see on here, I was using the stamped pieces that I done on here, although I may not, you know, I might use that, but I'm going to do the other ones off camera. I'm just going to do one like on camera for you. I was actually looking to see if I could find a template, and I haven't found one yet, but if I do find a template, I'll put it up as a freebie so that you can you know, if you want to print yourself and do your own thing. Right, is that in line? Right, so now I'm just gonna glue it shut. Don't know if I needed to do that middle bit, but done now. go. Probably put too much on there. Probably ooze out everywhere. Right, the fabric that I got tons of that. And you get, it's like, I've got it in white and I've got it in this kind of natural colour. So we will cut a bit of that. Oops. Right, just push that down. I'm going to ink up around that again in a minute. Just taking away all these little bits. So I want to see some frayed pieces. Could use cheesecloth or any other kind of like thin cloth that you can make it look tatty. I've probably got something, but this was the first thing that I spotted. Oh, get off my fingers. Right. I'll keep that. Right. It's a bit too much, actually. Let's just... Oh, there we go. And I'm using just a little bit of this. Just a tad. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. What does that mean? Probably something's got up your nose. Right. We'll use one of these. Like I said, the sheet that I've got as a freebie, these come in different sizes, so you could put bigger ones on if you wanted to. I'm just going to do that. And Tony done a thing with ply these. Oh, I've got other pliers, but you know what? Why can I only find the ones that are crap? I literally have got loads. So she said, what was it she done? She did it, was it, yeah. She held it, twisted it in, held it, twisted it up, something like that. And then like the opposite way on the way up. Having to hold that really close because, like she said, some tweezers, they actually touch, but they don't hold. And then she does a thing. I'm probably doing it completely wrong. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to do that, or that, something like that. Anywho, it gives it a bit of dimension, and it actually really does. I've seen it, I think ARTYmaze does similar as well. Right, a little bit of that on there, because that's the super tacky glue from the range. And then that can stick on there. Some bling, just because my butterflies like a bit of bling. And then I'm going to use a bit of glossy accent, or if you've got Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, I might actually order some, because I can see me making loads of these. And I would rather probably use that. Right, what did I say I was going to use? I might come in with another stamp as well in a minute. I'm going to do that one there. Otherwise, if you don't have stamps like this, and you do digitals, check out Tracie Fox. She is linked below. She has loads of labels and things like that, especially to do with like field notes and botanicals. So go check that out. I will put a list of things below. And before I actually put this up, I'm going to have a proper look for a special, like a template for one of these. Let's ink that up. Got fluff stuck to it. Let's put some more of this on. And I'm going to have to go and wash my fingers. I've been coffee dyeing and all sorts. Normally, like on a Sunday, I do actually sit and do a lot of all my coffee dyeing, sorting out my papers, cleaning up my desk, ready for like Monday, like beginning of the week. But I've been doing a lot of printing as well, because I had a lot. I got a custom order and it's a biggin, so I've coffee dyed all that. No, I've printed it all, and I've got to coffee dye the digital pages, and then let them dry overnight, and then I can crack on with that. Right, I'm gonna, that was what I stamped, right? And I keep thinking, I want to put that somewhere. It just don't look right, although it actually looks all right there, doesn't it? Because I stamped there, and I stamped here and there on that one. And obviously these have got numbers there, and there's a number there. I don't want to do any more numbers. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I might just stick it there. You know what? I'm gonna, because that acetate there. Should I do it that side? Oh, I don't know. We're just gonna stick it there, right? Simples. And something that ARTYmaze used to do when she was making these, she would put a little eyelet. Tony did mention that in her video as well, but ARTYmaze would put a little eyelet in and make a little bead dangle, maybe up there or down here or whatever side she wanted to. So yeah, that's an option as well. So thanks to Tony for the inspiration. I've got my paints out and got mucky hands, so it's been good. And I'll put the little freebie butterfly below, and I will crack on making the rest of them. Maybe not now, but this would be a good mass make to sit and do if you want, you know, you wanted to just make your shapes, cut them out, punch them, die cut them, print them and cut them or whatever, and just do a little assembly line and just mass make these. You got lots. Okay, so if you have any questions, just ask. Like I said, I will link everything below, and I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up, left a comment, and just check out my shop for my freebies as well. So I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.